What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. MTG here with another episode. If you're new to the channel, hi there. So I've got right here the iPad mini 6, my favorite iPad, and a lot of other people will probably agree with me. It's probably the best iPad. Again, it's just a preference thing. But let's talk about iPad mini 7. For me, this is going to be the dream iPad mini 7, the things that I would like to see in the upcoming iPad. Of course, I'm also going to actually be talking about the rumor things in a moment about what's actually going to be coming with the iPad mini 7. So take it as is, this is going to be an iPad mini 7 video. So let's start off with the things that I would like to see with the iPad mini 7, or in this case, my dream iPad. First of all, a larger battery. And with a larger battery, that would probably mean having a thicker chassis, and I'm all for it. I'm all for having a larger battery, a thicker chassis, just so this device can last longer and I don't need to charge it as often. Here's the thing, when I'm using this as a daily, I'm gonna have to be charging it every night. But if I don't use it like every single day, I can go like 2-3 days without charging it, but then in the end I have to charge it. It's a good thing though that this has USB-C, which is a huge plus, but maybe upping just the speeds, transfer speeds with the USB-C port. That would also be something to look forward in the iPad mini 7, something I personally would like to see, but just a larger battery to house better battery life. Having a thicker chassis, I'm perfectly fine, because the size of this is great. Has a larger, I believe it's an 8.3 inch display, fairly thin bezels. I don't know if they should, I personally wouldn't want them to go any thinner, because you do have to, keep your thumbs at least on the display, not even the display itself, but like the bezels, so you can hold it, especially if you're like playing games or whatnot, or if you're using it for other type of content. Then this just gives a better area to hold the iPad mini 7. So if it was more bezel-less, it's going to have more accidental touches. The next thing that I would love to see with my dream iPad mini 7 is 120 hertz refresh rate display. The whole jelly scrolling with the iPad mini 6, I personally haven't complained about it. I personally haven't seen it. Well, I mean, I've seen it when I notice it, but it hasn't really gotten in the way of how I use this tablet, this iPad mini. So it wasn't really a deal breaker for me, but for many, it is a deal breaker. Having that jelly scrolling effect was a reason to push many away from picking up the iPad mini 6. So with the mini 7, and also the fact that it was 60 hertz, this is a 60 hertz display, having a 120 hertz refresh rate would be amazing. Would just be like an iPad mini Pro. That's essentially what I want to see, an iPad mini Pro. And with a Pro iPad mini, you'd probably want to have a Pro chipset. So something like the A17 Pro that we have right here with the iPhone 15 series, well, the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max, or maybe A18 Pro when that comes out later in September, that would be awesome. So having a really good chipset, A17 or A18 Pro, having a 120 hertz refresh rate display along with an OLED display, and also a larger battery, for me would be the ideal, the dream iPad mini. Also the fact that it maybe if they can figure out a way to add support for magnets right here that you can use with the Magic Keyboard, that would be really nice as well. Wireless charging too. These are all extra things that I would love to see with the iPad mini 7 or an iPad mini Pro. You already have Apple Pencil 2nd Gen support. Now here's the reality. I'm pretty sure a lot of those things aren't going to happen, at least now. We may get a larger battery and a thicker chassis. We may get a Pro chipset. Rumors are indicating we're going to be getting OLED at some point in the future with the iPad mini, but it's not going to happen now. So here's what's expected with this. iPad mini 7 is probably going to come with something like an A16 Bionic chip at a bare minimum. We may get A17 or even A18 to line up with the iPhone 16 series. That's rumored to come out later in September. In addition, we're going to be getting upgraded front and rear cameras, which are also rumored for the new iPad mini. The current one, this one right here, has a 12 megapixel rear camera with an f1.8 aperture and a 12 megapixel ultra wide front camera with an f2.4 aperture. I don't use this to take photos and stuff, but if you want to use it for starting off, like if this is the only piece of tech you have to start making content, I'd say go for it. I started my making content with an LG G3 back in 2014, so whatever the best camera you have is the one in your pocket, or the one that you have, I guess, on your desk. And in this case, if it's iPad mini, go for it. Well, it's probably going to have upgraded front camera for better FaceTime calls as well. In addition, new colors are also rumored for the iPad mini. I'm excited to see those new colors. I don't know what colors they're going to have. I have right here the purple. There's also Starlight, pink, and space gray. For me, I picked up the purple because, I mean, I've used space gray devices before. Starlight didn't really seem too thrilling for me. And pink, it was just, you know, I didn't want to pick up pink. So I went ahead with purple, and I like this purple iPad mini. But I want to see something that's more like punchy, like maybe the iPad 10th generation colors, or colors that go along with like the iMac with like the blue and the green and the red and orange and whatnot. Those would look really cool on an iPad mini. Make it sort of like fun colors. I would be really excited for that. In addition, next iPad mini 7 is probably going to get something like a Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.3 support. So that's going to enable better and faster Wi-Fi speeds, obviously with a supported router, and also Bluetooth connectivity. If you didn't know, Apple already added Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.3 to the iPhone 15 Pro models. And iPad Pros, new iPad Pros are rumored to come out later this month in March. Actually, we don't know exactly when in March. It may come out this week when I'm recording it. I don't know if this video will go up by then. It may come out the week after, may come out in April. We don't know, but new iPad Pros are on the horizon, as well as iPad Airs, but not the iPad mini. That's for later this year. And also, the most important thing that's probably going to be fixed is the jelly scrolling. It's rumored iPad mini 7 is rumored to have a rotated screen assembly to reduce the effect of jelly scrolling, screen tearing, especially in portrait orientation. Now, I use it in horizontal orientation. I rarely use it in portrait, and that's when you can notice that jelly scrolling effect. So again, didn't really bug me too much. But this visual effect, it can cause text or images on one side of the screen to appear to be tilted downwards because of a mismatch in the refresh rate. Again, having even a 90 Hertz refresh rate would still be really nice, just a faster refresh rate to keep up. But for me, ideal would be 120 Hertz. When can we expect this? Probably sometime second half 2024, maybe launch alongside iPhone 16 series, or maybe in October at a separate event or just a press release. We don't know. This one completely caught me off guard. I think when this was released in 2021, I believe with the iPhone 13 series, this was the star of the event for me, at least. Like, I went and bought this first. I pre-ordered this first before I went ahead and pre-ordered the iPhone 13 mini and the 13 Pro Max. So supply chain analyst Ming-Chi Kuo is predicting a mass production of the iPad mini 7 in the second half of 2024, with the mini 7 to be manufactured sometime in July or even later. Here's the thing, Apple rarely announces products in July or August, so it only makes sense for this device to be unveiled with the iPhone 16 series, or in October at another event, or maybe just a press release. This past Monday, exactly, literally a week ago, they just unveiled the M3 MacBook Airs, like a press release. It was just unveiled, and I woke up to M3 MacBook Airs. I was like, oh, well, I wasn't expecting this, but hey, let me go ahead and order the new MacBook Airs. But yeah, that's what I would like to see from an iPad mini, and that's what the rumors are indicating. So pretty much none of the things that I want to see in iPad mini 7 are looking like it's going to come to the successor of the mini 6, but only one can hope, one can dream. And I know a lot of people are looking for something, essentially an iPad mini Pro. Apple, if you ever do come across this video, please consider making an iPad mini Pro. It would be amazing. Like, I love the iPad Pro and both the 11-inch and the 12.9-inch, but having something more compact as well as the same power as the Pro would be phenomenal. Anyway, that's been it for me. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to superman the like button, comment down below, and best of all, share this video because it really does help out the channel a lot. It will help push my content out to more people. Definitely be sure to check out the link in the description down below for my latest wallpaper pack. It is called Urban Glow. I really do like how this came out, and also my other merchandise. I have desk mats, I have water mugs, sweatshirts, sweaters, duffel bags, you name it, we got it. Links are in the description down below. I'll catch you guys next episode.